tide pool at Leo Carrillo is a chamber of glass where the elements are caught on the volcanic mass. A rock that got squeezed from the earth long ago. The hermit crab walks in late with his shell in tow. The sea urchin speaks on defense, bending spines raised. The mussel keeps minutes, the mussel stays glazed in its own blue-black shell. Never voting, just filtering. The parliament is harsh, the parliament is murdering. The slow ones, the soft ones, the ones without armor. The tide pool is the farmer, the tide pool is the charmer that lures you to look closer, to kneel on the stone. The starfish is the speaker, the starfish is alone in its five-armed dominion, eating what it touches. The parliament don't need much, the parliament just rushes to claim the real estate before the tide comes back. The tide pool is the Congress, the tide is the attack. Tide pool parliament, anemone crown. Tide pool parliament, hold your ground. The sculpin hides under the ledge of the pool, waiting for the shrimp to forget the rule of the parliament, of the order of the eat and be eaten. The sculpin is patient, the sculpin is heathen in the eyes of the church, but the church is the salt. The parliament is guilty, the parliament is at fault for the balance, the violence, the red in the water. The limpet is the voter, the limpet is the voter who never moves, who just sticks to the spot. The tide pool is hot, the tide pool is not a place for the weak or the slow or the kind. The parliament is blind, the parliament is designed by the moon and the dragon, the pull of the sea. The sculpin is free, the sculpin is me, watching from the shadow, waiting for the turn. The tide pool is the burn, the tide pool is the learn. The tide pool is the learn.
The parliament gawks at the intrusion from the sky. The tide pool parliament will never die.
By noon the tide returns with his cold green tongue, licking the rock, licking the young. In the old of the parliament, washing them clean. The enemy closes, the starfish is seen floating free, letting go of the stone. The parliament is over, the parliament is gone, until the tide recedes and the chamber reforms, with new members, new victims, new storms of hunger and territory in the ancient claim. The tide pool is the same, the tide pool is the name of the law that don't need a judge or a jail. The tide pool is the scale, the tide pool is the tale that repeats every 12 hours, every push and pull. The tide pool is full, the tide pool is null and void. When the water covers the stone, the parliament is alone. The parliament is bone dry and picked clean by the sun and the air. The tide pool is the prayer, the tide pool is the snare. Tide comes in, the tide goes out. It's all about the waiting, the wait, the storm, the fate.